Hare Krishna, good evening. Welcome all of you all for our weekly Saturday Bhagavatam class. So we are in the midst of the 16th chapter of Canto 1 of the Bhagavatam, and here Parishit Maharaj has caught hold of he's seen a black personified person named Kali breaking the legs of a bull. The bull represents Dharma, and the four legs of the bull represents the four pillars of Dharma. And out of that, three pillars have been cut, and only on one leg the bull is standing, and that too it is shaking. And that is one pillar of truthfulness is left. Rest, cleanliness is gone. Your daya is gone, and austerity is also gone. Three legs are gone, only one truthfulness is left. So now let's have a little recap. Let's go from verse number 32, 33 so that we come to the flow of it. Please read. Anyone reads?
Lakshmi Ji, the goddess of fortune, whose glance of grace was sought by demigods like Brahma, and for whom they surrendered many a day unto the personality of Godhead, gave up her own abode in the forest of lotus flowers, and engaged herself in the service of lotus feet of the Lord. I was endowed with specific powers to supersede the fortune of all the three planetary systems by being decorated with the impressions of the flag, thunderbolt, elephant driving rod, and lotus flower, which are the signs of the lotus feet of the Lord. But at the end, when I felt I was so fortunate, the Lord left me.
Yes. Next one. Next verse.
O personality of religion, I was greatly overburdened by the undue military phalanxes arranged by atheistic kings, and I was relieved by the grace of personality of Godhead. Similarly, you were also in a distressed condition, weakened in your standing strength, and thus he also incarnated by his eternal energy in the family of the Yadus to relieve you.
So he is describing that Krishna had incarnated in the family of Yadus, and that too because of atheistic kings. Now we are seeing also in the present world also there are a lot of kings, but they are atheistic. They are not considering God as a supreme controller. When someone considers himself as a controller, you have to understand he is in an atheistic mood. Please continue.
Who therefore can tolerate the pangs of separation from that supreme personality of Godhead. He could conquer the gravity and passionate wrath of his sweethearts like Satyabhama by his sweet smile of love, pleasing glance, and hearty appeals. When he traversed my earth's surface, I would be immersed in the dust of his lotus feet, and thus would be sumptuously covered with grass which appeared like hairs standing on me out of pleasure.
Next one.
While the earth and the personality of religion were thus engaged in conversation, the saintly King Parikshit reached the shore of the Saraswati river which flowed towards the east.
So here Parishit Maharaj is entered when this whole thing is going on. Let's go to the next chapter.
Sutta Goswami said, after reaching that place, Maharaj Parikshit observed that a lower caste Shudra dressed like a king was beating a cow and a bull with a club as if they had no owner. The bull was as white as white lotus flower. He was terrified of the Shudra who was beating him, and he was so afraid that he was standing on one leg, trembling and urinating.
So this is the position of Dharma. Dharma was being tortured by a blackish person, a Shudra. What is a Shudra? What is the definition of a Shudra?
Who works for the other three?
Who works for the other three class. But he is not qualified to be dressed as a king. But he is dressed himself as a king. That means what? A Shudra doesn't have the right. Everyone has got his own qualities. Like a Kshatriya can become a king. A Brahmana can become a priest. A Vaishya can become a good trader. Everyone has got his own qualities. Just imagine tomorrow a Brahmana tries to become a king. Or Kshatriya tries to become a priest. It's not possible. So here, this point is being highlighted over here that Kali Purush in the form of a Shudra decorated himself as a king. And what is he doing? A king's job is to protect. if someone in the role of a king is not protecting, and in fact he is causing harm to that person, then he is as good as a Shudra. Because when you are a king, when you have taken the role of a king, you are playing the role of a king, your job, your duty is to protect the subjects, and bull is one of the subjects. So how can you break that bull's legs? But when he is doing, that is a crime. Okay, go ahead.
Although the cow is beneficial because one can draw religious principles from her, she has now rendered poor and calfless. Her legs were being beaten by a Shudra. There were tears in her eyes, and she was distressed and weak. She was hankering after some grass in the field.
Go ahead, continue.
Maharaj Parikshit, well equipped with arrows and bow, and seated on a gold embossed chariot, spoke to him with a deep voice sounding like a thunder.
So Maharaj Parikshit, when he sees this, he encounters him and asks him, what is the details about it? I want someone else to read now.
Oh, who are you? You appear to be strong, and yet you dare kill. Within my protection, those who are helpless. By your dress, you pose yourself to be a godly man, king. But by your deeds, you are opposing the principles of the twice born Kshatriyas.
So you are opposing contradicting your dress and your activity are contradicting each other. Continue.
You rogue, do you dare beat an innocent cow because Lord Krishna and Arjuna, the carrier of the Gandiva bow, are out of sight? Since you are beating the innocent in a secluded place, you are considered culprit and therefore deserve to be killed.
So, first and foremost, why is Parikshit Maharaj making this statement very specific? That since Arjuna and Krishna, that is Nar and Narayan, have left, you are trying to take over the reins of control. But that is what he is trying to say. You cannot do that. Since you think Nar and Narayan, that is Lord Krishna and Arjuna, have gone back. So you cannot be in control of you cannot take things into your hands. Continue.
Then he, Maharaj Parikshit, asked the bull, oh, who are you? Are you a bull as white as a white lotus? Or are you a demigod? You have lost 3 of your legs and are moving on only one. Are you some demigod causing us grief in the form of a bull?
So he is asking how come a normal bull cannot stand on one leg. It will fall down. It cannot do that much of balance. And that too is walking. That means what? It has got to be something superior than just a bull. That's why he is asking this. Okay.
Now, for the first time in a kingdom well protected by the arms of the king of the Kuru dynasty, I see you grieving with tears in your eyes. Up till now, no one on earth has ever shed tears because of royal negligence.
This is the quality of, you may say, the Kaurava, the Pandavas dynasty, or might be Ramchandra's dynasty. That is what is called as righteousness. That king used to be so righteous that no one could be sad, could be having any remorse of any kind, just because the king was righteous and he was taking care of the subjects. Go ahead.
O son of Surabhi, you need lament no longer now. There is no need to fear this low class Shudra. And O mother cow, as long as I am living as a ruler and subduer of all envious men, there is no cause for you to cry.
So
Everything will be good for you.
Yes, he is giving consolence or sing to mother cow that don't worry, as I am alive, I will take care of you. You do not have to worry. Go ahead.
O chaste one, the king's good name, duration of life, and good rebirth vanish when all kinds of living beings are terrified by miscreants in his kingdom. It is certainly the prime duty of the king to subdue first the sufferings of those who suffer. Therefore, I must kill this most wretched man because he is violent against other living beings.
So first and foremost, he is reiterating the dharma of a king. This is the dharma of a king. A king has to protect the weak, and it should be righteous. No one can harm anyone by their whims and pleasure. So that is why he is reiterating the qualities of a king. Please continue.
He, Maharaj Parikshit, repeatedly addressed and questioned the bull thus, O son of Surbi, who has cut off your 3 legs in the state of the kings who are obedient to the laws of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna, there is no one as unhappy as you.
Okay. Next.
O bull, you are offenseless and thoroughly honest. Therefore, I wish all good to you. Please tell me of the perpetrators of these mutilations, which blackmail the reputation of the sons of Pritha.
It's below the dignity if someone does such an act under their kingdom, under their rule. It is a blemish on the king. So that is why he is saying, lose it. Okay. Someone else reads now.
Whoever causes offenseless living beings to suffer must fear me anywhere and everywhere in the world. By curbing dishonest miscreants, one automatically benefits the offenseless.
Continue.
An upstart living being who commits offenses by torturing those who are offenseless shall be directly uprooted by me, even though he be a denizen of heaven with armor and decorations.
He is saying, whoever does this type of offense is going to be punished by me for sure. Continue.
The supreme duty of the ruling king is to give all protection to law-abiding persons and to chastise those who stray from the ordinances of the scriptures in ordinary times, when there is no emergency.
So there is a provision even in the scriptures that you can stray away from the Vedic rules, but provided there is an emergency. But when there is no emergency, there is no choice of, there is no point of, or the question of one straying away. Continue.
The personality of religion said, "These words just spoken by you befit a person of the Pandava dynasty. Captivated by the devotional qualities of the Pandavas, even Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead, performed duties as a messenger.
Continue.
O greatest among human beings, it is very difficult to ascertain the particular miscreant who has caused our sufferings, because we are bewildered by all the different opinions of theoretical philosophers."
Who is saying this? Who is saying this?
The bull.
What does this mean? What does this verse mean?
Everybody is giving some interpretation on the
Everyone is trying to give his own interpretation on the Vedic scriptures. कोई बोलता है भगवान निराकार है, कोई बोलता साकार है, तो कोई बोलता है ब्रह्मवादी है, कोई बोलता है मायावाद है, ये है वो है. So many interpretations are given. Dharma himself is confused. Why so many people are giving? Read this verse again.
O greatest among human beings, it is very difficult to ascertain the particular miscreant who has caused our sufferings.
So it is, please understand, very important. It is very difficult to ascertain who is doing it. कौन कर रहा है? It is not necessary that a person from outside should come and do it. Our own people can do it. Our own people can create this problem, and that is why, though having one religion, there are so many diversifications or there are so many clashes in between. Why there is no oneness? Why there is no one common stand on it? The reason is we are all having their own interpretation. Continue.
Some of the philosophers who deny all sorts of duality.
No, you have to complete the earlier verse, Prabhu.
Who has caused our sufferings because we are bewildered by all the different opinions of theoretical philosophers. Some of the philosophers who deny all sorts of duality declare that one's own self is responsible for his personal happiness and distress. Others say that superhuman powers are responsible, while yet others say that activity is responsible. And the gross materialists maintain that nature is the ultimate cause.
Which verse number is this?
This is 90.
90. Okay. Some of the philosophers who deny all sorts of duality declare that one's own self is responsible for the personal happiness and distress. This is all we are talking about various philosophy or various schools of schools of thoughts. They are all called as schools of thought. That is Mayavad, Brahmavad. These are all called as schools of thought. Continue.
There are also some thinkers who believe that no one can ascertain the cause of distress by argumentation, not know it by imagination, nor express it by words. O sage among kings, judge it for yourself by thinking over all this with your own intelligence.
So Dharma is telling, I am confused. कोई ये बोलता है, कोई वो बोलता है. Because finally everything is boiling down to dharma. And agar dharma is himself is confused with so many opposing interpretations, it becomes a problem. Continue.
Sutta Goswami said, O best among the Brahmanas, the Emperor Parikshit, thus hearing the personality of religion speak, was fully satisfied, and without mistake or regret he gave his reply.
Yes, what did the king say?
The king said, O you, who are in the form of a bull, you know the truth of religion, and you are speaking according to the principle that the destination intended for the perpetrator of irreligious acts is also intended for one who identifies the perpetrator. You are no other than the personality of religion.
Continue.
Thus, it is concluded that the Lord's energies are inconceivable. No one can estimate them by mental speculation or by word jugglery. In the age of Satyuga, truthfulness, your 4 legs were established by the 4 principles of austerity, cleanliness, mercy, and truthfulness. But it appears that 3 of your legs are broken due to rampant irreligion in the form of pride, lust for women, and intoxication.
Now, which legs refer to this?
Austerity, cleanliness.
Austerity, cleanliness, and
Mercy.
mercy. So, this coincide with which? Pride, lust for woman, and intoxication. किसको जाएगा?
Intoxication is for austerity.
Austerity, okay. Then
Lust for woman is for cleanliness.
cleanliness,
Irreligion is for pride. That's daya.
daya, mercy. Yes. Continue. Someone else continues.
You are now standing on one leg only, which is your truthfulness, and you are somehow on or other hobbling along. But quarrel personified, Kali, flourishing by deceit, is also trying to destroy that leg. That burden of the earth was certainly diminished by personality of Godhead and by others as well. When he was present as an incarnation, all good was performed because of his auspicious footprints. Now she, the chaste one, being unfortunately forsaken by the personality of Godhead, laments her future with tears in her eyes. For now she is being ruled and enjoyed by lower class men who pose as rulers.
Continue.
Maharaja Parikshit, who could fight all 1,000 enemies single-handedly, thus specified the personality of religion and the earth. Then he took up his sharp sword to kill the personality of Kali, who is the cause of all irreligion. When the personality of Kali understood that the king was willing to kill him, he at once abandoned the dress of king and under pressure of fear completely surrendered to him, bowing his head.
So, this is the speciality of Kali. When he knows that he is going to be now caught, immediately what he will do? Surrender. So, he immediately surrendered to the king. Okay, continue.
Maharaja Parikshit, who was qualified to accept surrender and worthy of being sung in history, did not kill the poor surrendered and fallen Kali, but smiled compassionately, for he was kind to the poor. The king thus said, "We have inherited the fame of Arjuna. Therefore, since you have surrendered yourself with folded hands, you need not fear for your life. But you cannot remain in my kingdom, for you are friend of irreligion."
So, if a wrong or evil person surrenders, what does the king do? He doesn't kill him, but he still punishes him. Generally, people have got a misconception. I have surrendered, so I cannot be punished. No, you can be punished. You cannot be killed. Continue.
If the personality of Kali, irreligion, is allowed to act as
God.
as a man god or an executive head, certainly irreligious principles like greed, falsehood, robbery, incivility, treachery, misfortune, cheating, quarrel, and vanity will abound. Therefore, O friend of irreligion, you do not deserve to remain in a place where experts perform sacrifices according to the truth and religious principles for satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In all sacrificial ceremonies, although sometimes a demigod is worshipped, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is worshipped because He is the super soul of everyone and exists both inside and outside like the air. Thus, it is He only who awards all welfare to the worshippers.
Continue.
Sri Suta Goswami said, the personality of Kali, thus being ordered by Maharaja Parikshit, began to tremble in fear. Seeing the king before him, like Yamraj, ready to kill him, Kali spoke to the king as follows.
Now the important dialogue starts. Yes.
O your majesty, though I may live anywhere and everywhere under your order, I shall but see you with bow and arrow wherever I look. Therefore, O chief, amongst the protector of religion, please fix some place for me where I can live permanently under the protection of your government.
Most important understanding here. What is Kali trying to say? Okay, I will be always holding my bow and arrow. 2, very important. He's saying, give me a place where I can reside permanently under your rule. That means, even if there is, dharma, there is rule of that, in spite of that, give me a place. That means he is asking already a place which is contradicting his existence, very existence. गलत काम करने वाला आदमी को तुम सही जगह पर रख नहीं सकते, उसको मंदिर में बिठा नहीं सकते, तो किधर रखना है? मेरे को बताओ, अच्छा जगह बताओ. You tell me a nice place where I can stay. Under, see, very important. Therefore, O chief amongst the protector of religion, please fix some place for me where I can live permanently under the protection of your government. मैं कायदे से रह सकता, मैं अंदर, I don't want to stay as an infiltrator. I would stay officially inside your country. Yes.
Suta Goswami said, Maharaja Parikshit, thus being petitioned by the personality of Kali, gave him permission to reside in places where gambling, drinking, prostitution, and animal slaughter were performed.
This is, I think we have repeated n number of times, so I am not repeating it again. कली को कहाँ दिया गया जगह? जो 4 गलत चीजें, 4 नियम जहाँ तोड़े जाते हैं, meditating, intoxication, illicit sex and gambling, ये 4 जगह पे होता है. Okay.
The personality of Kali asked for something more, and because of his begging, the king gave him permission to live where there is gold, because wherever there is gold, there is all falsity, intoxication, lust, envy, and enmity.
Acharya say gold means, just doesn't mean gold. I mean, don't take it in the very true sense. Gold means where there is gold earned by illegal means, not by righteous means, by illegal means. मतलब बोलते हैं ना, 2 नंबर का धंधा बोलो, जो भी बोलो, by which you earn money, you buy gold. Gold means what? Hiranyakashipu. What is the meaning of Hiranyakashipu? What is the meaning? Have you explained? Don't know.
I don't remember the second.
Hiranyakashipu. Hiranya means gold and Kashipu means bed. Means one who enjoys in gold and bed. जो only भोग वृत्ति में रहता है और भगवान के प्रति यही है. If someone buys gold and offers it to Lord, makes a nice necklace for the Lord, nice earring to the Lord, nice mukut for the Lord, no problem. But when he is solely involved in only enjoying for himself and not for God, then that place, that money is generally from bad sources, or that money is only meant for bhoga. And when you do bhoga, definitely Kali Yuga or the Kali will show its effect on you. Continue.
Thus, the personality of Kali, by direction of Maharaja Parikshit, the son of Uttara, was allowed to live in those 5 places. Therefore, whoever desires progressive well-being, especially kings, religionists, public leaders, brahmanas, and sannyasis, should never come in contact with the 4 above mentioned irreligious principles.
So this is the first condition is saying कि भाई जो व्यक्ति को अच्छे व्यक्ति को इन 4 चीजों से दूर रहना चाहिए. वो बहुत सारे लोग पूछते हैं कहाँ लिखा है, शास्त्र में कहाँ लिखा है. शास्त्र में सीधा नहीं लिखा है, बट इन आवर शास्त्र इज सो एडवांस, इट गिव्स इंडिकेटिव लैंग्वेज. इट यूजेस एन इंडिकेटिव लैंग्वेज. भाई यू डोंट हैव टू इन्वॉल्व इन दीज 4 wrong things. Now यहाँ पे there is a small understanding which we have to have. Why did this question is asked also by later on it will be asked. Why did Bhumi Devi ask? Why did Parikshit on the very first sense allow Kali to survive? This comes in the Bhagavad Mahatmya. Why did Bhumi Devi in the form of Bhakti Devi, she asked, कली को वहीं काट के खत्म कर सकता था, ना रहेगा बांस ना बजेगी बांसुरी. Why didn't he do that? Simple, right? Today we don't have to say क्या करे प्रभु, कली का प्रभाव है. कली नहीं रहता तो कलयुग नहीं आता, कलयुग नहीं आता तो आप लोग सुखी रहते थे. ऐसा अपने को फीलिंग. Don't worry. Even in Satyuga there were demons to support to trouble the Devatas. So at no time will there be peace. क्लेश तो हमेशा रहेगा. Then why did Parikshit not kill him? Just because he surrendered, he left him? Or did he have a higher understanding? So please get this very clear. First and foremost, when he said, Kali Yuga said that मैं आ चुका हूँ, Krishna has left. My time to enter this world has already started. You can't stop me. However, I respect you. Give me 5 places to stay. And Parikshit Maharaj felt very smartly. I don't have to worry. I'll send them to places where people don't go. I'm talking of end of Dwapar Yuga. पहले आदमी अगर शराब पीने जाता छुप छुप के जाता. आजकल तो बड़े गर्व से लेके बैठा है, अपना स्टेटस में रखता है. He is glorifying it. He thinks it is a great thing he is doing. पहले शराब पीना बोला तो कोई छुप के जाता था, रात के अंधेरे में जाके छुप के पीता था. It was a shameful act. Now it has become a glorifying act. So what did Parikshit Maharaj thought? There is no problem. I'll send him to places where people seldom go. I'll go where there is a brothel, where there is prostitution, where there is meat eating, intoxication, gambling, all those things. And all are a chain. Huh? All this happens in the chain. First, you gamble, you earn wealth. With earning your wealth, what do? If you have got a lot of wealth, how many rotis you can eat? All given and said you can't eat more than 250 grams. So then what do? The wealth is used in wrong means. And then either it starts with drinking or with meat eating. And once a person is intoxicated, eating animal flesh, his mind gets deviated towards illicit sex. And then it's a chain reaction. When one person enjoys all these 3, then he comes to a situation to fund these activities further, he has to have more of money. So he has to do more of gambling. So it's a vicious circle. You can see a poor man, घर पे खाने को नहीं रहेगा, पर कहीं से भी शराब के लिए पैसे आ ही जाते. How? From where is it coming? When he doesn't have money to eat, but somehow or the other he gets the money to drink. That is the greatness of Kali. He will not feed his wife and children, but he will feed himself with those intoxicating things. And the best part is that time Kali said, okay, you are giving me these 4 places. Don't worry. I don't have to go and call anyone. The coming yuga, people are going to be such that they will come running to me. कहते हैं ना, दूध वाले को घर घर जाके दूध बेचना पड़ता है. कभी शराब वाला के घर घर जाके बेचता है, साबुन वाला घर घर आके बेचता है, सब्जी वाला ठेला लगा लगा के, भले 1 किलोमीटर दूर रहेगा, 10 किलोमीटर दूर रहेगा, आदमी जाएगा दारू पीने के लिए, वहां लेने के लिए. So this is the speciality that Kali was so confident. He laughed at Prashid Maharaj. He said, no problem, you have given me these 5 places, no? More than enough. People will come running to these 5 places to break their dharma. And then only they will come into a vicious cycle of sinful karmas. That is what is more important. What does people say? Arey, many activity kiya. Fine. But why? By doing this activity, what is going to happen? You are going to incur sinful karmic reactions. People generally come with an expression, kahan dikhta kuch bhi nahi. Everyone, those who are doing that activity are in fact flourishing, blowing very happily. They seem to be more happier. Please remember, what seems as a bubble for some time, it may look beautiful as a bubble, but it's going to burst very soon. It is not going to be forever, because life is not forever. Nothing in this material world is eternal. Everything is temporary. Your body size is temporary. Either it will increase or decrease. Your clothes are not temporary, permanent. Your house is not permanent. Nothing is permanent. In this, you think happiness is going to be permanent. Your karmas may be strong enough to support you. God says, kar le, aur thoda kar le. You incur karmas, then एक साथ wholesale में सजा देता हूँ. I'll punish you. So that's why Kali said, okay, no problem. I'll stay in those 5 places, and people will come running to me, and they will fall at my feet. And you see, at all these 4 places, people go and surrender. In all these 4 places, can you earn money? So what do? Slog, earn money, go there and spend it. You can't go there and earn. And whoever earns through illegal means goes down the drain. That's for sure. So everyone who tries to do these type of activities, and the best part is, one fool goes, the other fool calls him to be aaj. He also enjoy. He teaches him how to enjoy the wrong way. The best thing in Kali Yuga is, though that means what he has said earlier already, the Kali Maharaj has already said, in your governance, in your country, in your rule, I will stay. That means what? Still there is dharma. Parikshit Maharaj represents dharma. It is your choice. There is no compulsion. No gun is kept on your head and told, come on, you have to go to drink, you got to go to a meet, you got to have illicit sex, you got to have gambling, got to do gambling. Nowhere you are forced. It's your choice. It's your your free will, your choice. But what you make. If you think the whole herd is doing it, I should also do it, you are a fool. It takes, 1 in 1,000 to be unique. But generally people have got the herd mentality. मैं पीछे नहीं रह जाऊं. वो मजा ले रहा है, ये मजा ले रहा है, ये मत कर, ये भी सैटरडे को दारू पिया, ये भी शनिवार को दारू पिया, गया शनिवार ये भी दारू पी गया, मैं तो पिया ही नहीं. Am I in the race behind? That thought process should not. In fact, you should go and tell that person. Next Saturday, दारू पीने चलते. You should tell him, no, आजा, भागवतम क्लास में आजा, करके देखो. एक बार करके तो देख, आगे भागवतम कथा में, अरे तू मर्द नहीं है, दारू पी नहीं सकता है. तू मर्द है तो आना, एक बार भागवतम कथा में आना, बैठ के दिखा ना, एक माला करके दिखा. It will take the man out of you. It will truly take a man out of you. So people have ways to, and they are all called the agents of Kali Yuga. All these people are called the agents of Kali Yuga because they want company in Naraka. बेचारा अकेले क्या करें. अब साथ में दारू पिया, वहां पे साथ में molten iron पिएंगे. It's all mentioned, na? It's all mentioned. All the narakas are clearly mentioned. For these 4 things, क्या क्या नरक है, everything is clearly mentioned. One who enjoys illicit sex, for him, if he is a male and he has enjoyed a female, if he is a female and she has enjoyed a male, you get a same yatana sharir in naraka. I forgot the name. There is a specific name for that, Naraka. And there you are forced to embrace a molten male or a female, as the case may be, and you are given that pain. If for amount of liquor what you drink, your mouth is forcefully opened and molten iron is poured in your mouth. एक एक पैक का साइज बड़ा है. You get everything big there. You don't get small over there. तो यहाँ पे अगर इतना सा पैक साइज है तो वहाँ पे पैक साइज डालेगा. Enjoy. So the point what I am trying to say is, you cannot avoid the law of karma. You have to be under the law of karma. Kali Yuga only offers you these bad things? No, it offers one more thing. And that is easy devotion and easy salvation. That is the best part of Kali Yuga. That is why Parikshit Maharaj did not kill Kali. इसमें 1000 अवगुण है माना. In Kali Yuga life is short. प्रायण अल्प आयुष्य सभ्य कलवस्मिन युगे जनः मंद सुमंद मत्यो मंद भाग्या ही उपद्रितः. वेरी क्लियर. कलयुग का लोग अल्प आयु है, 30 साल. What age your brother died? 15 years. Yes, her brother died about a week before. 15 years. रामनवमी का दिन मर गया. 15 years का लड़का बाइक एक्सीडेंट ऑन द स्पॉट गया. कहने का मतलब क्या है कि आयु बहुत छोटी है कलयुग में. ओनली ड्रॉबैक्स, क्लेश, झगड़ा. एवरी सेकेंड डे देयर इज अ फाइट. इनसाइड द हाउस, आउटसाइड द हाउस देयर इज अ फाइट. एवरीवेयर. बट स्टिल वन अस्ति एक महान गुण है. That is
easy devotion, easy salvation.
नहीं, I am trying to remember the shloka. I have forgotten. कलिर दोषो निधे राज. अस्ति एक महान गुण है. कली में दोषों का निधे मतलब नदी बह रही है. All only दोषी दोष. There is no chastity, there is no focus in life. There is bad luck. You start a business, it doesn't run. You join a job, you are thrown out of job. Everything मतलब बोलते हैं जो आप नहीं सोच सकते वो सब आपके साथ. Just read the news. One lady, some teacher in UP, and cyber fraud में उसका 18,000 रुपये चोरी कर लिया. She wanted to buy a 1,000 rupee medicine and उसका 18,000 चोरी. She cried to the cyber fraud person. Arey, you have taken away this money. I am very poor. And the fellow also pitied her. And he gave her 10,000 rupees back. But the joke was that money she cannot touch. Because her account is frozen, because that was from someone else's bank. He transferred to her account. Because he was already doing cyber crime with another person. तो उसका अकाउंट हराने की वजह से ये पैसा इसका फ्रीज हो गया. She cannot touch. So this is what happens in Kali Yuga. आपका पैसा गया आया तो भी you cannot use it. So this is the greatness in Kali Yuga. But he says they अस्ति एक महान गुणेर, एक महान कीर्तनादि एव कृष्णस्य. You just have to follow one thing. Chant the holy name of the Lord. सिर्फ भगवान का नाम मात्र लेने से आपका पूरा प्रॉब्लम्स, whatever it is there, it is not going to get solved. Don't think मैं भगवान का नाम लिया मेरा बॉस एकदम अच्छा हो जाएगा, है ना, मेरा क्लाइंट्स अच्छा हो जाएगा, मेरी सासू माँ अच्छी हो जाएगी. डोंट हैव दैट फीलिंग प्लीज. इफ दैट भाव यू आर chanting the mala, it's a waste. The only benefit you are going to have is you will not get attracted to the qualities of Kali. That is, these dirty qualities of Kali Yuga will not affect. That is the reason. It is like, you got vaccination for n number of things, for TB, for hepatitis, for this and that. You got vaccination. For Kali Yuga, the vaccination is Harinam. अच्छा, the doctor gives you vaccination once in a year. बराबर प्रभु जी, साल में एक बार एक बीमारी का. पर Kali Yuga is very strong. So you have to take vaccination daily. हरिनाम रोज लेना है, भगवान का नाम रोज लेना है. Because infection is very high. When infection is very high, you need sometimes, and starting में तो बिल्कुल नाम लेने को मन ही नहीं करेगा. That means infection is very high. 1000 mg का गोली चाहिए, मगर कम से कम 10 mg का तो खाओ. एक माला तो करो. So one has to chant at least one round. Initial stage. हमारे बड़ा प्रभु जी आपने बोला था 16 माला वाले कल से 1 माला कर रहे हैं, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. And mind you, 16 is not the end. Minimum is 16, maximum is not 16. Bottom line is, we have to put our mind on God. If you don't put your mind in God, Kali Yuga or Kali will have its effect and your mind will be sucked to unwanted things. For sure. It's like you go and tell a child, beta, you come and remember, I had this slokas, and this thing. He has to take big efforts in doing that. You ask him to sing a filmy song. Immediately, what is trending in YouTube or in Instagram or what nonsense, everything, फटाफट बाहर निकलेगा एकदम, वेदों की तरह बाहर निकलेगा. फटाफट बाहर निकल. कैसा? उसके लिए कोई एफर्ट्स नहीं लिया उसने. दैट इज कलियुग. यही अगर एक माला करना है ना, माय गॉड, ही हैज टू मेंटली फिजिकली प्रिपेयर हिमसेल्फ. माला करना है, I have to chant, I have to do some devotion service. It's a tough thing. Whereas, if I have to just learn some filmy songs, कुछ गाली देना, anyone has taught their children galis, but every child knows galis. How? Manufacturing defect. No, that's Kali Yuga. That's Kali Yuga. You don't have to teach. That is like, it's in the blood. आ जाता है बाहर. And this is the speciality of Kali Yuga. That all wrong things people are attracted to by default. अपने आप आ जाता है. But अच्छे चीज बहुत मुश्किल है. Kali Yuga tries to stop. Kali tries to stop. जिस दिन आप बोलोगे मंदिर जाना, उसी दिन ट्रैफिक हेवी रहेगा. उसी दिन आपको ना कुछ काम आ जाएगा, आपको कोई फोन करेगा, आपको कोई उसी दिन पार्टी रहेगी, शादी रहेगा, कुछ ना कुछ रहेगा. That's the job of Kali. He is only creating some hurdles. He has not stopped you. Mind you, he has not stopped you. He has just put a hurdle. He has just put some, when you go, when you play a video game, the higher you go, what is the thing? Higher, bigger the hurdles. That's the level, like level 2, level 3, level 4. What does it mean? Level 2 means more hurdles. Level 1 means less hurdles. So similarly in devotional life, there is a lot of challenges, a lot of hurdles, and if you travel ahead, these hurdles will be more and more. They will come, but you have to overcome it. Then only when last minute, when you win the game, you make a big jump, I won the game. Similarly, at the time of death, when we will win this game, our game with Kali, you can say, yes, I have won the game. I have really won it. Otherwise, भक्ति करने वाले लोग फंस जाते हैं. भक्ति करने वाले लोग अटक जाते हैं. पता है, नहीं करना चाहिए. ये सब गलत चीजें हैं, ये सब नहीं करना चाहिए. जानते हुए भी भक्त लोग भी और स्ट्राइविंग डिवोटीज आल्सो गेट एंटैंगल्ड. दैट इज द ग्रेटनेस ऑफ कली. कली का प्रभाव इतना जबरदस्त है, ज्ञान होकर भी अज्ञानी बन जाता है व्यक्ति. तो व्हाट टू टॉक अबाउट वन who is totally ignorant about the शास्त्र. हम जो ज्ञानी है, शास्त्र के बारे में थोड़ा बहुत तो जान रहा है, वो ही फंस जाता है. तो जो शास्त्र का ज्ञान नहीं रखता है, उसको फंसने को कितना टाइम. In the Ramayana there is one nice story of Kalnemi. Kalnemi, his job was, Ravana had given him a job. Stop Hanuman from going and getting Sanjeevani booty. So you just delay him for the night, because if he doesn't get by tomorrow morning, if he doesn't get the Sanjeevani booty, लक्ष्मण मर जाएगा. ऐसे वो लक्ष्मण मर गया तो राम भी मर जाएगा, मैं और जीत जाऊंगा. Fine. So Kalnemi, this immediately Hanuman goes and Kalnemi is there chanting, अरे राम 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 चिल्ला रहा है. तो हनुमान जी by default जो भी राम नाम लेगा वो अट्रैक्ट तो होगा. Hanuman ji went down, asked what happened. How? And he was chanting some mantras. He was wondering what. And he started saying, see, there is a war going between Ravan and Ramchandra ji. हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे? राम और रावण. वो रावण का आदमी था. So he started with Ravan and and I know what all happened, and he says everything. Are is it Hanuman sir? How you knew everything? But powers. मंत्रों में इतना पावर है ना, आराम से हो जाएगा. तो आचार्य से दिस इज व्हाट काल नेमी इज नन अदर देन कलयुगा पर्सोनिफाइड. कलयुग में भी चमत्कार को नमस्कार. Everyone wants to do namaskar. Oh, if there is some chamatkar, then I believe in that religion, I believe in that cult. Otherwise, I will not believe. But I have already told n number of times, we are in a subtle science. Even our body, whatever you eat, you don't consume, you defecate. Whatever air you take in, you leave out. You don't hold the air inside. Whatever water you drink goes out. Then what did you take? Science says, no, you ate the food, na? So vitamins, minerals, proteins, whatever it is, those things were taken and the rest things were thrown out. बराबर? Science ये कहता है. Can we see those vitamins, minerals being taken? It's so subtle, we cannot see it. Similarly, we take in air, we leave out air. सांस लेते हैं तो सांस छोड़ना है तो फिर लेना क्यों है? जो छोड़ना है तो लेना क्यों है? अरे 1 मिनट भी नहीं रह सकते भाई, सांस लिए बगैर 1 मिनट भी नहीं रह सकते. व्हाट डज दिस मीन? Then science says, no sir, you take in the oxygen, your lungs takes in oxygen and leaves the carbon dioxide. दिखता है क्या? Can you see? We can see only the air going in and the air coming out. That means what? The oxygen is taken in the subtle form, right? Third, water. How many ml of water? There are certain diseases wherein the amount of water which is urinated, that is also measured. That means भाई आपका input कितना है, आपका output कितना है, right डॉक्टर साहब? Yes. That means फिर मेरा सब बाहर ही जा रहा है तो मैं पीऊँ क्यों? पानी क्यों पीना चाहिए? If everything is going out, no sir. If you don't drink, you will get dehydrated. Whatever it is, I mean, I'm not going to the depth of it, but the bottom line is, then what are we taking? We are not taking, we are throwing some waste in the form of urination, and at the same time the water is also taken to the body for hydration purpose and all that. So again it is a subtle process. When in this gross body the entire process is subtle. Any doubts? Everything is subtle. जो भी आपने लिया externally, whatever you put is coming out. चाहे वो पानी हो, खाना हो या हवा. You want to see chamatkar with respect to devotion, which is a higher subtle science. Last but not the least, devotion means something which is doing one thing which is connecting you in the sense your soul with super soul. So please, when everything in this material world seems gross but is not gross, is subtle. Even your devotion is a subtle science. Don't compare it with. No, we want to see some chamatkar प्रभु. भगवान के गले से हार गिरना चाहिए, मुकुट गिरना चाहिए. Something, this is common. This is about nonsense. Seeing is believing. That's the problem. The problem is our intellect has not developed, has not matured enough. And that's why we are interested in seeing gross things. And gross things, when people go for bad things, bad habits and bad qualities, what do we see? We see them happy. Every ad you see, especially if you go and see the ad of fairness creams. Show me one Kali Kaloti being shown. One is already super fair, उसको पकड़े. Why should you? Because the problem is we are used to seeing all these type of gross things. Everything is nice, everything is rosy. But in the fact, is the thing really rosy? Is the thing really happy? Can you really feel happiness over there? It is like a circus. I always give this example. एक बार है ना, गांव में एक सर्कस लगा था. तो सब लोग गए, गांव वाले गए. सर्कस वाले ने एक रूल लगा दिया. At a time only one man can come and sit. तो सब लोग लाइन लगा के खड़े हैं. सुबह सुबह जो पहला पहुंच गया, he went paid the money, took the ticket, went inside. And he saw, wow, beautiful ring was there. But nobody was there, and no artist was also there in the ring. So everywhere, 4 jokers came from there. He started laughing. Hey, jokers have come. Now there will be some fun. 4 jokers caught him, punched him, bashed him very badly. हाथ पैर सब एकदम डुंग डांग मजा दिया उसका. Now go. They didn't have to say anything. He said, go. He came out. When he came out, the other person was waiting with the ticket. कैसा था अंदर? मस्त था. मजा आएगा. जा, तू भी जा. That is how people in bad habits pull others also in bad habits. There is no happiness. If agar usme happiness hai, I always ask this question. If drinking is happiness, good. How come someone who is sad is also drinking the same drink with another person on the other table who is very happy? Let's say it is his birthday and someone has failed in his exam. Both are sitting in the same restaurant or the same bar and drinking. How can a medicine be common for
both?
जो दुखी है उसके लिए भी वही दवा, जो सुखी है उसके लिए भी वही दवा. How can it work? Bipolar, it cannot work. It has to go only on one side. ठीक है, जो दुखी है, like if I am having a pain in my leg, I can take a painkiller. I'll take a painkiller. Okay, anywhere in my body, the painkiller will work. Might be. It cannot. It's not as specific. It will only work on my leg or on my hand. But no, I will eat a painkiller, but that will be taking care of my kidney disease also, my blood sugar also, my blood pressure also. It's not possible. Similarly, alcohol, if a person who is happy, he wants to enjoy it, fine. Or someone who is sad, he feels that I can enjoy it, fine. But the problem is, they are so dumb, like the person who was beaten in the circus. And the next person goes, he also gets beaten, he also comes out. Ja. मैं मार खाया तू भी जाके खा गया. This is how this vicious circle of so-called material enjoyment is. Fools, like fools, we are trying to go and enjoy this material happiness, whereas Shastra says there are only 2.5 happiness. Only 2.5 happiness है. 3 भी नहीं है, 2.5 है. 2, defecating and urinating. One goes to a constipated person, उसको जाके पूछना टॉयलेट का आनंद क्या होता है. You go and ask a person who wants to pass urine but he is not able to pass urine. No, like he's in a place, he is not getting a place to urinate, and then when he urinates, you ask his happiness. So Shastra says ये 2 happiness ही है, and rest जितना भी आपका happiness है ना, like buying a phone, buying a car, running in a going to a restaurant, buying a new dress, whatever you name it, ये सब मिला के half. इसके अलावा हैप्पीनेस है ही नहीं इस दुनिया. बट हम लोग क्या ढूंढ रहे हैं? मेरे को 100 ग्राम ज्यादा मिलेगा. कंपेयर टू अदर्स, आई विल गेट 100 grams more of happiness, which does not exist. Because happiness, you are searching for the soul from the point of view of the body. Biggest blunder. And this is where the Kali Yuga captivates. He is triggering, he is catching you, hooking you with this point. हाँ भाई चलो, ये happiness के चक्कर में आ रहा है, आने दे. Because all these 4 places, people go for, I'll get some happiness, I'll get some solace, I'll get some freedom from whatever sadness I'm suffering. Kali Yuga बोलते हैं. This is what all ads show. कभी दाल चावल का ऐड नहीं है, आपको सब फालतू चीज का ऐड आएगा. क्यों? कि खाओ आप सुखी हो जाओगे. आदमी सुखी सुखी दिखाएंगे, अगर आप खुद जाके टेस्ट करोगे आपको सुख का आनंद नहीं मिलता. So this is how Kali Yuga is going to be perpetually working on us. And last one point, very very important. So I was telling about this. Let me complete the story of Kalnemi. So Kalnemi says, okay, you want to have this mantra of God, I can give you this mantra, and with this mantra you can immediately see all the 3 तीनों काल आप देख सकते हो, प्रेजेंट पास्ट एंड फ्यूचर. तो हनुमान सेज ओके फाइन, नहीं मगर आपको पहले दीक्षा लेना पड़ेगा. तो आचार्य से फर्स्ट थिंग इन कलियुग इज जो साधु बोलेगा पहला दीक्षा लो बाद में मेरे पास आओ, दैट इज डेंजरस. तो हनुमान जी बोलते हैं ठीक है मैं दीक्षा लेने को तैयार हूं. नहीं नहीं पहले आप जाके नहा के आओ. Because he wants to kill time. The whole night has to be killed. Then only Hanuman will be stopped from going to get the Sanjeevani booty. So he goes to take bath. वहाँ पे crocodile उसका पैर पकड़ लेता हनुमान जी का. Hanuman ji kills a crocodile. Immediately she turns out to be an apsara. She was an apsara. She was cursed by someone. So even she says, thank you for liberating me, but I want to give you a message. मतलब क्या message? You know this Kal Nemi, his project is he is not a sadhu, he is acting as a sadhu, but he is not sadhu. And that is also a speciality of Kali Yuga. Everyone in Kali Yuga, तिलक लगा के, ये लगा के, टीका लगा के, मंगलवार को मैं नहीं, शनिवार को नहीं, बड़ा धर्म का, as if he is very very spiritual. Tuesday, Monday को खा सकता. That time वो spirituality गया, gone out of the thing. So these type of, there is Kal Nemi. He represents these type of people. So बोला ठीक है. He go and catch him and kill him. Okay, Hanuman said fine. Then Hanuman goes said, come on, अच्छा तो आ गया, चलो दीक्षा देता हूँ. नहीं हमारे घर में एक प्रथा है. हम लोग दीक्षा के पहले हम लोग ना पहले गुरु को गुरु दक्षिणा देते. काल नेमी बोला अच्छा गुरु दक्षिणा पहला मिल रहा, दीक्षा बाद में ले रहा है. अच्छा शिष्य हाँ दे दे. बोला आप पहले आंख बंद करो, फिर आपके सामने हम रखेंगे गुरु दक्षिणा. और फिर क्या है वो अपना उनका टेल से इन्होंने he wound him, पटक पटक के धोया, killed. But at the time of death, Kal Nemi remembered Lord Ramchandra ji. He said, oh, you are such a sincere devotee of Lord Ramchandra ji that you have identified and killing me. I wish instead of dying from your hand, I should die in the hands of God. That is why Kal Nemi was reborn as Kamsa. That is the reason Kal Nemi was reborn as Kamsa. So there are various reasons behind our, our propensities also. Why we don't have to teach a propensity to our children, but our children by default have a propensity for good or bad things. If you are a child, or if you yourself are having an inclination towards good things, think Lord is really merciful on you. You may feel you are out of the lot. You are odd man in the country, odd man in your society, odd man in your circle. No problem. It's better to be unique rather than to go with the herd. It's better to be unique. And if you are unique, temporarily you will feel, hey, I'm ostracized. I'm thrown out of the whole cult, which happened with me also. Yeah, it has happened with me n number of times. My friends used to go for partying, but they used to invite me also, tell me also. They used to go, फायदा बोल के फायदा नहीं. तो मेरे को पार्टी नहीं दिया बर्थडे का. तेरे को क्या घास फूस कभी भी खिला देगा. तो आई यूज्ड टू ईट ओनली वेजिटेरियन. तो घास फूस कभी खिला दे. ठीक है, वेरी गुड, फाइन. So you will be ostracized, you will be kept out, no problem. But that is also for a short period. In the heart of hearts, they know what they are doing is wrong. Their willpower is low. If you are able to keep a strong willpower and not get succumbed to their demands, to their wishes, to their allurements, then you are truly a man. And this applies to ladies also, not just a man. Anyone who doesn't get lured to those bad habits is really a man. Okay, we'll continue discussing this topic further next session. We will close the class today.